Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps it off to Mixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Play action now, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time You lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Burrow on 3rd down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here's Burrow.
His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that, well, that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Inside give to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Dalton Schultz really built on his 2020 when he seized the Cowboys' starting job in 2021. 78 catches, were 3rd in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now
there he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They go play action with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Steps away. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Again, it's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team?
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Burrow. Oh, great grab by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 36 yards on the play. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Elliott saw the fewest carries of his career in 2021, but that didn't stop him from still going across 1,000 yards for the 4th time and finishing top 10 in the league in both yards and touchdowns. Another productive season from one of the league's best backs.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 103 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Out to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Throwing, Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw again on second down. Prescott rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times he got it done in a nice way that time.
They'll run it with Pirine. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Elliott.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Elliott running right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Prescott now from the 50.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Again to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size,
this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott on the move to his left. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pirine again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Pirine. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A toss left, Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They run for it with Mixon and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short.
And he is short. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Dak. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Daxton Hill picks it off.
He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one. The New York Jets.